Hello chess lovers, I have a very interesting game for you with a fantastic ending. With the white pieces is playing Austrian chess master Karl Schlechter and his opponent is Philipp Meitner. The game was played in 1899 in Vienna. Schlechter started with e4 and e5 by Meitner, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, white goes for the Italian game, bishop c5, c3, knight f6, we see the classical line d4, e takes d4, c takes d4, bishop b4 check, knight c3, white goes for the Greco Gambit, knight takes e4, white castles kingside allowing black to capture on c3, d5, knight e5, b takes c3, knight takes c4 and queen d4, forking both these knights. These are variations which have been seen a lot of times. f5, queen takes c4, d6, knight d4, black castles, f3 and knight f6. Of course, the knight on c5 looks more active. Instead we see knight f6 and now the bishop jumps to g5 square, pinning the knight, h6, bishop h4, g5, black is starting an advancement on the king side, which is somehow of course weakening the king side, bishop f2, king g7, rook e1, bishop d7, queen b3, c5, d takes c6, b takes c6, knight e6 check, bishop takes e6, rook takes e6. Now white pieces are trying to penetrate black's camp because black king is weakened. Queen d7, rook d1, knight d5, bishop d4 check, king h7, rook e1, rook e8, and we see the exchange of rooks on e8. But now the queen jumps to b7, giving a check, king g6, queen g7 check, king h5, h3, so far so good. Actually, if we have a look at the position, black king is not in danger. Black could play, for example, queen e1 check, if king h2 then f4, and actually after queen a7 black can give a perpetual check. Of course, bishop g1 can't be played because of knight e3, and this is going to be catastrophic for white. If queen f7 check, then king h4, if queen f6 then h5, queen takes d6, for example, king g3, and this black king is just going to kill white king. This is crushing. Too many threats. But instead, after h3, black played a catastrophic move, queen e6, which allows white to gain initiative at once. Here comes g4 check, f takes g4, h takes g4, king h4, and now you can pause the video and try to find the winning move for white. Ready? In this position, Karl Schlechter played queen takes h6, sacrificing the queen. Of course, now if king g3, then white will simply capture on e6. But instead, after queen h6, black accepted the sacrifice, and now comes king h2, and black resigned. Actually, the threat is bishop f2 checkmate. The single bishop is stronger than the knight and the queen. There is no way to stop this bishop. Black can prolong his life by giving up the knight, but simply bishop takes e3 and it's over. Black king is getting checkmated. Look at this. This queen is useless against this elephant. Yes, this is an elephant, not a bishop. I hope that you liked this fantastic queen sacrifice and this mighty bishop. Good luck.